down with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Hey, pass! Mustang 19!
Here's 2nd and 8. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. Cut 19. 19 tight. Trap 60. 79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Pat the street! Pat the street!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ranger! 70 Ranger!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hawk 70. Lion. Third. No, Reed. Go. 18. Pioneer.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. The Titans at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Panther 11! Panther 11!
Hands it off out of the gun. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 13-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
19 Lions.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Check. Hey.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their second drive with the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group...
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 65 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Check mash.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go street.
Back to throw here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back with a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, they'll run with White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Mustang 19. Pat the street. Pat the street.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. First down, here's White. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Going right side is White.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 yards there, just like last play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Okay, break.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready, break.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he He's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the set.
Here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Buccaneers 14, Titans 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there, hurt.
He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They give to White on the option. And he stopped immediately there.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 64 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Opting to run again here with White. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Let's go.
They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll set up a throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken at the 46. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. White, he'll try the left side, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They run straight ahead here with White. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs trying on fourth down to come up empty. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it,
there he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now the extra point. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Alert! Alert!
They keep it on the ground. White again. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ready, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Ready, ready. Dragon 60.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Back to 60, back to 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check mash. Go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cut 19. Big Ryan. Take back.
They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Okay, break.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
60
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
19 tight.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hawk 70 rings.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Same connection, Dulcich once again.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's the option play now to the left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both